Hello students, welcome back to the English class. We are seeing the lesson Mauritius. So we have seen two parts. Okay, today we will see the third part. So it has been written by R.K. Lakshman. We will just continue reading. I note the trees here are so unlike the gigantic species I have seen in Andaman Islands. Disappointingly enough, they are short and gnarled even in the interior of jungles, looking just like abnormally overgrown bonsai. These jungles have no tigers or lions or elephants or any kind of wildlife. There are not even poisonous snakes or insects. So here, if you see in the first two parts, he is describing the overall view, the people, the landscape, and the sugarcane fields, about the mountains, the appearance of Mauritius. Okay. Here he is speaking particularly about trees. He is telling when he visited the Andaman Islands, there they saw gigantic means huge, very big trees. Here in Mauritius there are no big trees. They look very small. So he is comparing them with bonsai. Bonsai, you know, bonsai in a small pot, a big tree will be there, but it will look like a miniature. That is called bonsai. So even the trees, big trees, are looking like bonsai compared to the huge trees in the Andaman Islands. And there are no animals, there are no wild animals, like no tigers, no lions, no elephants, no snakes also. But no snakes means good, right? Is it good? It's much safer. And no insects also. Okay. Then the bat was the only mammal before man arrived on the island, with the monkey and the deer centuries ago. One century is 100 years. So maybe 300, 400, 500 years ago, which animal was there? Monkey, bat, deer. So these are the few animals which are seen in the Mauritius island. Unfortunately, the birds are dwindling in number and variety. Dwindling means reducing. So the animals are still there. See all these animals, but the birds are reducing slowly. The dodo, see, this is the dodo bird. Okay, it is now extinct like the dinosaur. It is also completely gone. It is no more. So the dodo bird, which could not fly and which certainly had no claims to beauty and elegance, was a native of this island and mercifully is extinct now. So he is telling which had no claims to beauty and elegance. That means it was not beautiful to look at. Like in contrast to peacocks. Peacocks are very beautiful, right? So he is telling this bird, dodo, was not so good looking. He is telling thankfully, mercifully, thankfully it is gone. Because anyway it is not so good looking. And so are the giant tortoises of the Aldabra variety, of which a few specimens have been brought and kept in an enclosure in the botanical gardens at Pamplemousse. This is also a French name. Botanical garden is like the botanical garden in Bangalore, in Lal Bagh. Lal Bagh is a botanical garden. The same way there is one more botanical garden. There Mauritius has this botanical garden, and there they have a few tortoises. See how huge it is. Here can you see? This is the Aldabra variety and they have it. Okay. And see, this is the bat, this is the monkey, the deer, this is the dodo bird, and this is the tortoise. So these are the few animals and birds which are native to Mauritius. The people of Mauritius shudder to think of the night the king cyclone struck them. So now from plants, animals, birds, trees. Now he's coming to the next aspect, that is the cyclone. On February 6, 1975, a 320 kilometer broad howling wind moved in at some 255 kilometer per hour. So this is the speed. That means it is a very, very powerful cyclone. The eye of the cyclone alone, I am told, was 48 kilometers wide, and it churned the country for 2 days, relentlessly flattening everything that stood, smashing windows and doors, tearing up rooftops, uprooting trees and bringing them down on buildings. See, this is what happens when a cyclone comes, right? See, this is Madagascar, when I showed you in the map. Here, exactly somewhere here, just one dot is Mauritius. So exactly above that, you can see this, right? When you watch weather forecast, if this sign is there, that means there is a cyclone here. It is churning. Churning means it's going round and round and round. So what will happen to the island? If so much storm, so heavy wind, powerful wind is there, what will happen? See, this is what will happen here. Smashing windows and doors, uprooting trees. Trees are just getting pulled out of the earth and they are just getting thrown away into buildings, bringing them down on buildings. So it is a very, very horrific sight. So the name of the cyclone is the King Cyclone. It happened in 1975. So even people, even now, they shudder. That means they just get scared even to think of it. It was such a powerful cyclone. Now of course the island has recovered from the devastation, but the valley of the dead trees gives me a fair idea of the enormous violence with which the cyclone had struck these people, who are actually quite used to facing these storms, as they are an annual event in Mauritius. So they are telling from that 1975 cyclone they have recovered. Recovered means slowly they have come back to normal. But there is, in the valley, there is one valley where lot of dead trees are there because of those, because of that cyclone, King Cyclone. So just to see those trees itself, R.K. Lakshman is telling, I can get a fair idea how bad it was. And now people are in Mauritius, they are used to facing storms. That means it is very common there. It is an annual event. That means it is so common that every year there is a storm. Okay, but big ones come only once in 15 years. So every year they have storms and cyclone, but big one like the King Cyclone comes only once in 15 years. The sad part of it is, by the time the next one is due, the memory of the previous disaster fades or nearly comes to be believed as a myth. So since they have it every year, the previous cyclone is slowly forgotten and everything is back to normal by the time the next one comes. So it keeps happening like a cycle. So again, trees are planted in congested areas. Tall buildings come up, paper glass picture windows are fixed, and the rooftops are up with an eye on elegance. But sure enough, at the end of the 15-year period, the King Cyclone appears promptly on the horizon to surprise the people of Mauritius. So trees. So many trees are uprooted, right? Uprooted means they have been removed. Okay, they just fall away because of that enormous power of the wind. So what will these people do? They will plant new trees. Again, they construct tall buildings. They make it very beautiful and eye to elegance. Elegance means beauty. So they make all those buildings so beautiful. Again, they forget about the cyclone completely, and sure enough, exactly after 15 years, another King Cyclone comes. Okay, a coral reef runs all round the island parallel to the shoreline, keeping the hysterical waves away at a safe distance from the beaches. See, this is the coral reef. Okay, like this. It is very beautiful and they are in different colors. So underwater, see, from this is an underwater picture. Can you see? So the coral reef is all around the Mauritius island, and look at the beaches. Aren't they beautiful? So there are beaches and there are beautiful coral reefs. Now he's talking about the beaches. Okay. The calm turquoise blue lagoons of Mauritius thus have become world famous. Now this is a lagoon. Lagoon means from the sea water itself there will be a very calm, almost like a lake. See here, like this. It will be very, very shallow and calm, and it gives a soothing effect when you go to these lagoons. Okay, turquoise blue is the color. It is world famous. That is why many tourists visit Mauritius. It is a huge tourist place. They are still calm like lotus ponds and are a delight to those who like water sports like such as scuba diving. See, this man is doing scuba diving. What is scuba diving? See, they wear this rubber flap like things to the legs, and they carry one oxygen mask. Look at here. Can you see his whole head will be covered? So they will have a lot of oxygen, so they can dive underwater and they can stay underwater for a long time. That is called scuba diving. And they can go near the coral reefs. They can almost go to the bed of the ocean, and they can enjoy the view there. Swimming, surf riding, speedboat racing and yachting. In some places the sea is so shallow there is even horse riding. So even horse riding near the beaches. My wife and I, not being aquatic, we watch with amusement the avidity of the tourists from all parts of the world extracting every bit of fun that the magnificent beach could yield. So these two, Mr. R.K. Lakshman and his wife, they are not aquatic. Aquatic means related to water. So they are not so fond of water. So they just stand far away in the beach and they watch how the tourists are enjoying themselves on the beach. Okay. So now we have come to the end of part 3. The next part will be the last and final one. Then we will see what other things R.K. Lakshman enjoyed on his journey to Mauritius.